What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, okay, making his debut on the channel tonight, we have Martin Grech. Yes, indeed, how about that? Martin Grech making his debut on the channel. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Phil Haynes, and Phil wanted to see me react to this song by Martin Grech called Spirit Dancing Through Celestial Landscapes.
It's all a bunch of tree-hugging hippie crap.
Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Martin Grech, okay? And the video has 11,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Martin Grech, Spirit Dancing Through Celestial Landscapes, live session. Okay, so we got a live session recording. Cool, we'll see how this goes. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Soul rivers, love tinctures, owls carousel to carry our hell home, dancing with waltzing herons.
I was gonna say, I hear strings. Yep. I was gonna say, I hear strings. I hear a bow being pulled across the string, and I'm almost positive it was a cello. And sure enough, just as I'm hearing it, they pan over to the strings, and what do we see? A cello player. Yeah. Nice selection on that, on utilizing the string section. I think that's going to add a lot to this. As far as the piano playing, it sounds good. We got the dissonance in there for sure on that second chordal progression, but it resolves. It goes back up again to the major chord. Even the major chord, I believe, is a little augmented, but it still sounds good. You can tell it's a major chord. Then we go to the dissonant, and then we resolve back to the major. We go back to the dissonant, we resolve back to the major. And I've said this on the channel many, many times. I got no problem with dissonance. I actually like dissonance, as long as the dissonance resolves. When the dissonant just is left there, hanging and hanging and hanging, and then we go to another dissonant chord, and another dissonant chord, and another dissonant chord, and we never resolve, that's when I have an issue. That's when I'm not a big fan. I'm really not a big fan of that at all. But every time it's been resolved, so far so good. Vocals sound very good. Vocals are very fitting for the style of the song, so got no problems there. So far so good. Is this my cup of tea? Is this something I would ever listen to on my own? Absolutely not. No way would this ever go on a playlist, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It sounds pretty good, actually. Let's keep going here.
Tell me it's true. Don't believe you. Tongue lick yours and heart splinters. Swans pirouette, violins will cry to sail us home. Diving with spectral dolphins through ocean heather. Tell me it's true. Don't believe you.
It's funny, I'm usually I'm all in favor of adding additional vocals and adding additional voicings to vocal lines, whether it be to add harmonization or just to reinforce and, strengthen the vocals. This is actually one of those very rare instances where I'm going to say that the addition of this secondary vocalist, not only do I think it was unnecessary, I think it actually hurt. The vocals right there came in, again, this is just my opinion. I think they came in way too strong. Way too strong. I don't think she's really adding anything to the performance in a positive way. He's doing just fine on his own. He really is. I mean, with the style of song that we've got going here, I don't really see the need for an additional vocalist. Even I was thinking to myself, even adding let's say we wanted to add a harmonic vocal line, so we have some harmonies. I think it's overkill. I think it wouldn't fit. Having the solo vocal line for this style of song, I personally think would be perfect. I don't think it's necessary to add any additional voices. So her coming in with him on that vocal line, it was too strong. It was just too strong. I was not really a fan of it. Hopefully she's not much of a factor. And not that she did a bad job. It's just, I mean, she sounded good, but from the aspect of, are you going to help the song?
Nope.
By adding your voice, is that a good thing?
Nope.
Within the context of the song itself, I don't think it was.
Nope.
I really don't think it was. Anyway, let's keep going here. Quartet sounds really nice. I like the quartet. You want to get down, I can tell. Okay. That's it? Okay. All right. They cut the mics, obviously, in the mixing board. Those mics were live, though. I have no doubt that was what we heard was live. I have no doubt. You could hear the breathing. You could hear the background noise. You could hear feet shifting and shuffling on the ground. Now, what we heard and what we saw was absolutely live, without question. Okay, I have some thoughts. Not a lot. But there's a couple of things I would like to talk about, so let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Martin Grech with Spirit Dancing Through Celestial Landscapes. This was a request from Phil Haynes. Okay, should I give the score first, or should I give some thoughts first? No. No, you know what? I'm going to give the score first. No, I'm not. I'm gonna give some thoughts first, then I'll give the score. Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you, folks. When I saw the title of the song, Spirit Dancing Through Celestial Landscapes, I'm not gonna lie, folks, I can't even hide it. I actually envisioned and kind of pictured a song like this. I kind of was like, I'll bet you anything this is gonna be one of those ethereal style songs, probably piano, maybe some very light percussion, maybe some backing vocals. I thought to myself, this is what it's going to be, and I wasn't 100% right in my guess, but I was pretty close. So I wasn't at all surprised at all when I saw the video and and the song started. I was like, yeah, I was right around those lines. I'm going to say that the song as a whole, is it my cup of tea? Absolutely not. Will I ever put this on a playlist? Absolutely not. Will I ever listen to this again? Probably not. Not if I can help it. It wasn't bad. It's just, it's not really my cup of tea. It's not really my jam. And it's not something I would ever listen to by choice, okay? Now, having said that, on a scale of 5 stars, so we're doing the star system now, believe it or not, I'm going to give that 4 stars. Yep, 4 stars. You heard me. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Believe it or not, I really do believe this is a really good song. It's not in my wheelhouse whatsoever. It's not. But there's a lot of really good things happening there. The chordal progression in the piano, for example. We're going from the major to the dissonant, to the major to the dissonant. I've never had a problem with dissonance, unless the dissonance remains unresolved. And it's just dissonance, 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 dissonance. And that's all it is. I'm not a fan of that. But he resolved every single time. Every single time we went to the dissonant chords, it doesn't matter where it was, it always resolved back. And I have no problem with that at all. It sounded really good. Vocally, his vocals, I really dug them actually. For this style of song, I think his vocals were very appropriate for the style of song. They weren't very strong, they were very reserved, but at the same time, it wasn't breathy or it wasn't airy or wispy. You could tell he may have been singing with a softer approach, but he was still singing supported. And he was still singing with some projection and a little bit of power, but just in a very reserved way. But his vocals never sounded weak. They fit the context of the song from a dynamic standpoint, but his delivery was strong all the time. So I got no problem with that whatsoever. I loved the string quartet. I think the string quartet really kind of made this song what it really was. It sounded really good having that string quartet there. In particular, the cello. When I started hearing the song, when the song kicked off about the 48 to 50 second mark, I started to hear a bow being dragged across strings. And I thought to myself, that's a string. That's a string instrument. Now, which is it? And then I heard it go down lower. I'm like, that's a cello. That's absolutely a cello. And then oddly enough, We panned with the camera over to the string quartet, and who was playing? The cello player. Very nice. Very, very nice. The additional strings as well, the other three, the two violins and the viola, they were very nice additions as well. They definitely added to the overall delivery of the song. They really helped enhance and fill out the sound. The backing vocalist. It's not what she sang. It's not how she sang it either. That's not what bothers me. She sounded really good. What she was singing sounded just fine. Her pitch was on point. Her tone was on point. Her delivery was on point. My issue was the volume. I feel like she was just way too loud. Now, whose responsibility is that? Is that her responsibility? Normally in a situation like this, or in a live situation, I would say absolutely. But in a recording situation, whose responsibility is it really? It's the engineers. So I don't blame her. I blame the engineer. The engineer should have pulled her back in the mix. Why he didn't, I don't know. There were times where she overpowered everybody, and I mean everybody, even the string quartet. Little too loud for my taste. For this style of song, it should have been a lot more backed off in the mix. And it wasn't like she was right on top of the mic, eating the mic either. She was a good foot and a half away from the mic. So that's not, I mean, she was doing everything right. I don't blame her. But the engineer should have backed her off in the mix. The only other complaint I really have was when she doubled Martin's vocals. A little too strong, if you ask me. It was just too impactful, especially on the entrance. It was a very hard entrance when they came in together at the same time. Didn't really fit with the style of the song, if you ask me. It sounded like you got hit in the head with a baseball bat. It was that hard. So I don't think it was a good addition. I'm glad they didn't do any harmonies. Harmony, I think, would have been way over the top in a song like this. No, but overall, I think it's a really good song, man. It really is, and it has a lot of great things going for it. Not my cup of tea personally, but you know, it's fine. You know, just because I don't necessarily find it in my wheelhouse doesn't mean other people don't love it, and they're perfectly justified for doing so. So yeah, 4 stars. I feel good with that score, and that is where we're gonna stay. So 4 stars, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.